Hey guys, Progamerson here, and I'm going to assume you clicked on this video because you either A, want to win games, B, want to win games, or C, want to win the play of the game. So, if you stick around, you'll figure it out. So, today, we have an Overwatch guide. Can you guess on who? It's Winston! And I sound like I'm talking to myself, but I'm not. I promise you, I'm not. Okay, let's hop right into this. So Winston is a tank. He has a Tesla cannon, primal rage, jump pack, and deployable barrier. So, as you can see, his Tesla cannon is a frontal cone. Can't shoot behind him. And I would say it's like a prototype of Symmetra's gun, just bigger and does less damage. So, his Tesla cannon doesn't rack up in damage, but it does auto lock onto enemies, so you don't really have to aim it. You just aim it in the direction they're in, and then it'll attack them. But it's not like long range, so yeah, it's like you have to get kind of close with it. See, so there are a few tips about this. The one thing is that Diva's defense barrier and Genji's deflect cannot stop your Tesla cannon. So you can use that to damage them. So if you have a pesky Genji, you could Tesla cannon them. And then that's about it for his primary fire. So okay, so now we're on to one of Winston's two abilities, which is the jump pack. And you can use the jump pack either to get out of combat or go into combat, because Winston, I think he is a flank tank because he is very mobile because of his jump pack, allowing him to move across areas faster and get the jump on enemies. Jump pack, get it? Yeah, just be careful when you're. So yeah, just be careful because you can die if you don't have a healer on you at all times, because if you're playing offensively, then you will get attacked a lot. And if you're ever in a really bad situation and you're trying to stay alive, just use your jump pack to get out of there. And I believe that pretty much covers it. Oh yeah, if you land on an enemy while jumping, what was that? If you land on an enemy while jumping, then you will, while using the jump pack, then they'll take damage where you land. Okay, so now let's move on to Winston's main ability, which has a very, like around 14 second cooldown, which is his deployable barrier. It is basically a shield that he puts down on the ground that covers a circle or sphere and prevents damage from going in or getting out. So if you have an enemy inside of your shield, they can't shoot out the shield, and then if there's an enemy out the shield, they can't shoot in the shield. Well, this one you could use for either when you're being offensive or defensive, by putting it on the payload or while you're flanking to prevent yourself from taking damage. You can just put the bubble in between you and the friend and the enemy and help your survivability, which could, and then it does pair well with jump back, because you could jump into combat and then push your bubble to help your team, or jump into a payload and then stop the push or continue the push, depending which side you're on. And that's basically what the bubble's for. Okay, so now we're on to the ultimate ability for Winston, and that is his ultimate, which is Primal Rage. And basically, when you activate this, he becomes a super. He gets high health, and then he's able to push and knock back enemies either off a point or into an abyss to their doom. So be careful, because you never know what could happen. You could die. It's possible. Okay, before I end this guide here, I'm gonna leave you guys with a couple tips, which is because since you're going to be flanking, or not, you can play defensive flank. But if you were to flank, I would say get the medic first, because the medic is usually just there healing all the other people you want to get, and then if they can't heal, then you can get them easier. And then that hopefully, I hope you guys do great in your games, and that if any of these help you, just leave a comment down below that they did, and I'll see you guys in the next one.